All right, I'd like to pull us out of recess and begin our regular meeting. Board President's comments. We just made the announcement that there will be a snow day tomorrow, but we'd also like to thank all the custodians and staff that have worked so hard to try to make our parking lots and sidewalks and everything accessible for all of our students to be able to get into the building and all of our staff. So that's been a lot of work when you have a record-breaking snowfall for Cincinnati. So thank you to everyone who's worked so hard. And we did have our organizational meeting earlier, if you're not watching the whole recording, and we did decide to keep our leadership structure the same. Some of our committees are the same, and some we switched a little bit to accommodate people's different schedules. So with that, I'll turn it over to Dr. Whiteley.
Speaking of, just wonderful staff that we have, I was reminded of that today, and we'll also be following up on Monday with our GEM Awards, our January GEM Awards. That is a new kind of program or initiative for us this year, and every time that we do it each month, it just brings a smile to my face to see the impact that the myriad of staff are making with our students. But today's was particularly resonated with me for probably two reasons. One of the individuals that we highlighted today, I've had the privilege of working alongside of her as a teacher myself. We came into Lakota East High School together in the same cohort. So I've seen firsthand her talents. But also just the application was written by a student, a former student. And I think that that just says the lasting legacy that staff and teachers have on people's lives after they graduate from us and go into life. And I just want to just read what this particular graduate wrote. Again, and Ms. Schneider is the example, Erin Schneider at Lakota East, that I'm highlighting right now. But this is just a reflection, a microcosm of just what our staff do every day and the far-reaching tentacles of that. So this particular student, again, an alumni, wrote, I graduated from Lakota East High School in 2019, and I had Ms. Schneider as my English teacher for Honors English 11 and Advanced Composition. I had the privilege of learning from her for 2 years. She is the epitome of a sapphire of student support. If I could nominate her for all of the facets, I would, but I feel this area encompasses what she best embodies. Ms. Schneider went above and beyond for me in my time at Lakota East. She was a light in my day-to-day life as a growing teenager. High school is hard, emotionally, socially, and academically, but when you have a teacher who shows you that you matter, especially in a school with thousands of students, that does not go unrecognized. She allowed me space to eat lunch when I had no one else. She offered me guidance when I was conflicted on what to pursue in college. She aided me in kickstarting Hope Squad, and I was someone I knew I could always turn to in the time of need. I'm now in a master's program at The Ohio State University and applying for a doctoral program. I would not be where I am if I had not had the support that Ms. Schneider gave me as a lost high schooler. I know that I'm one student, but she has been with Lakota for many, many years, and I know that other students have been impacted by her authenticity, genuineness, and innate compassion for her career. To this day, I still chat with Ms. Schneider, and she was actually on FaceTime today when we gave her her GEM Award, and we check in with each other every once in a while. I've always wanted to find a way to give her some recognition, the recognition she deserves, and although she may never truly be able to know how much she has impacted me, nominating her for this award is a great place to start. Lakota has the best teachers and staff, and I am so thankful that I was able to be in this district and be a part of such wonderful educators. When you get to read that and look in the eyes of a teacher who has impacted not only one student, but generations of students, whether that's our SRO officers, whether that's our administrators, whether that's our teachers, our custodians, our support staff, our maintenance, our bus drivers, this is our why. This is why we come each and every day and we do what we do. And the GEM Awards are just a nice reminder of that. And so I thought I wanted to share that with you because that's from a Lakota student and still feeling the outreach of our staff. So we truly sparkle and shine in this district, and it's a great achievement for our staff. So just wanted to share that. It made my day. It warmed my heart in the wintry mix that's outside. Other than that, I did just want to give you just a brief enrollment update. I always do that. I think it just helps keep a pulse. These are from January 6th. So on Monday, we had 17,457 students. That is down 165 from that time last year. Again, when you splice that out over the 23 buildings, that's not a egregious number by any means, but just to give you a pulse. Also, we had 29 students finish their requirements at the end of first semester at Lakota Central, and they are considered graduated. So they're graduates. We also have 23 students from East and West who have been approved to start attending Central in second semester. And then, if this is believable, we started second semester, technically we started it on Wednesday when we were supposed to start it on Tuesday, but we have 88 days of school remaining
Oh, wow.
for
my
the
gosh.
24,
Oh my
25 school year, right? When you see that on paper, you're like, oh my gosh. And then honestly, my brain starts going, oh my gosh, we have strategic planning and we have master facilities, 88 days, right? You just start to look at the exciting things ahead of us. And then just up and coming, of course, we have Martin Luther King weekend, and there will be no school on January 20th. Lots of good things in second semester, always a very exciting time, but just wanted to give you a little pulse of where we are as we enter into the second semester and second half of the year.
Thank you. Mr. Zink?
Okay, I did get the opportunity to read the Joint Committee on Property Tax Reform's report this week. That was very exciting. Was able to see that, and at the end, they did have some recommendations, so we've been working toward analyzing that at an upcoming Finance Committee meeting. We'll be able to review what that impact would have on us. That's also led to conversations that have began on the fiscal 26-27 biennium budget, that at this time, it appears that the chatter has been that 2 more years of phase-in is not favorable at this moment. So we will see what the implications of all of that have on future funding for us. So more to come on that, and probably we'll have a presentation at an upcoming board meeting or work session as well. So that's all I have at this time.
Great. We have board action items, 20A, the second read of board policy. Do I have a motion to approve our policies as presented at the last meeting?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Further discussion? Any questions?
I mean, I'll just say, this is the second read. There's been no changes since the first read last time. Pretty straightforward, and it's complying with all of the stuff that came through last year. Obviously, some new things have come down from the state level in the December timeframe, but that hasn't flowed through the system down to this yet, so.
We are on track probably for a late February, early March kind of spring, winter update. So we'll be looking to that. We've already had some communication from Norm about some anticipation of some things are coming, so we're monitoring those closely as well.
Great. All right. Anything else? Hearing nothing. Adam, please call the roll.
Mr. Horton,
Yes.
Ms. French,
Yes.
Mr. D,
Yes.
Ms. Casper,
Yes.
Ms. Schaefer.
Yes. Do I have a motion for item 21A, approval of board minutes?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none. Adam, please call the roll.
Ms. French,
Yes.
Mr. Horton,
Yes.
Mr. D,
Yes.
Ms. Casper,
Yes.
Ms. Schaefer.
Yes. Items 22A and B, approval of personnel and approval of donations. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none. Adam, please call the roll.
Mr. D,
Yes.
Ms. Casper,
Yes.
Ms. French,
Yes.
Mr. Horton,
Yes.
Ms. Schaefer.
Yes. All right, and with that, we move to closing comments, and we'll start with Dr. Whiteley this time.
Again, I want to just thank, as Ms. Schaefer did, the crews that have worked over the last couple of days to make sure that we could come to school when we did this week, and we'll continue to be monitoring the stow through the weekend so that events can happen as planned, if the weather permits. Also, just as we have closed our listening sessions, it's been an exciting time hearing from the community. I am working on that ethnographic study as we speak. Hopefully, we are rescheduling the 3 listening sessions that we're finishing out on Monday. So hopefully, we can get those in, and so I can get that to you by January 27th at the January 27th meeting. If not, it will be at the February one, depending on when we can get those scheduled. But some really rich, wonderful dialogue that I think we will continue to engage in, and then that will build the foundation for our strategic planning conversations that we're getting ready to have. So exciting, exciting stuff.
Okay, so I will reach out to everybody with the new committee assignments so that we can kind of get that schedule lined up, roughly where we're going to be, and we'll get that public notice sent out. I'll also have that updated in the board, in that section that we've put in the committee section, so that we have all those moving forward. So
Great.
I'll get that updated, and that's all I have.
Mrs. Gasper.
We don't really have anything, just Happy New Year to everyone, and again, reiterate a thank you to our custodial staff and all of the hard work of our staff just getting the buildings ready. Not only the people, doing the shoveling, but the people making sure that the floors aren't wet when, the kids come back, because there's tons of snow out there still. I think it's going to remain for a while. We will not meet again before this, so I want to let people know that the East-West basketball game is January 24th this year. There's only one East-West game, there is not two. And it'll be at West, and it's a doubleheader. So it'll be girls at 6 and boys at 7:30.
Do they have the firecrackers performing at halftime?
I don't know, I was going to find out, I had to call.
Because
That's why we
sometimes
go.
that can be an event.
We love the
Yeah,
firecrackers.
they performed at one of the boys' games earlier this year. So
They They did?
have,
Yeah,
okay.
it was, I can't remember who they played, but it was about a month ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, I miss the
So.
firecrackers.
All right, Mr. Adi.
Yeah, okay. Happy New Year to everyone. We know we have the teachers and the principals are the front runners, where we always remember them all the time. But like Ms. Casper said, we have a lot of people that are the unsung heroes behind the scene that we don't mention them most of the time. I want to give a shout out to all the SROs, the janitors, the bus drivers, and all the people, the staff working behind the scene to make sure that our district remain on top. And we want to thank you all for what you do, and we look forward to a bright new year. I'm excited. In the next few days, I'm expecting another grandbaby. Maybe in a few days' time, or maybe a week, I don't know. But 2025 will be another great year for me,
Fabulous.
personally.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Horton?
I don't know, after such great news and with the bright, shiny new year, I hate to do this, but sometimes I feel compelled to call out my fellow board members. And so, Kelly Casper, tomorrow night, you've been very confident about your Buckeyes.
We've made a bet.
And I just want to say, I could go into detail about our defensive schemes that you haven't seen before,
can go into
but
all the
I'd
detail
rather
you
walk
want.
the talk than talk, or talk, yeah, whatever it is. So I've got a homemade, authentic Texas Hill Country pecan pie versus your Buckeyes
Big Buckeyes.
on the outcome of the game tomorrow night. And
Yeah.
I'm just
Oh, no.
coming for you. So, we're ready. Not to go too Lee Corso on you, but I got my pick.
Okay,
so.
you wear your little hat, and we'll just play football.
And with that, I will yield my time.
How do I follow?
Mrs. French.
Sorry, Christina.
I do still have a Christmas tree up, and my husband has replaced the angel on the top with a Buckeye helmet and has
you go.
refused to take the Christmas tree down
Do you need to take
until
this and just put it on
the end. Right, no, because I'm already a Michigan fan, so that's already a major issue.
Yeah,
This is
big
like
battle.
some fighting words on this board tonight. Oh, my
I know.
goodness.
Just to echo the things that others have said, and today I actually had the privilege to attend the GEM Awards for the first time. I haven't been able to make it up until today. And all three brought tears to my eyes. Not just because what was said about these people, but also the response of the students in the room. They are so proud of their teachers.
So excited.
And the people that work in their building. And to me, that is their way of being grateful for the things that are done for them. And there was a lot of beautiful words said today about the teachers in our district. And I know that it's not just the ones that receive those awards, but all of them. There's a lot of them that deserve those things to be said about them. So congratulations to our teachers that won those awards. I also want to say thank you to the both of you for being willing to continue your role in leadership on our board. I know that it is a lot of time, and I just want you to know that I appreciate you being willing to take that time again. I feel like we are on a really great path, and so I'm excited that that path continues right along as it has been. So thank you for being willing to do that.
Thank you.
That's all I have.
And thank you to the board for the opportunity to continue on the trajectory. I feel like we have great things ahead, and everything is just an opportunity for how we can continue to grow as a district, and I know we will continue to do that. When I hear 88 days, again, the tears in our eyes when we saw the GEM Awards today, they were so moving. And as a parent of a senior, which Doug and I both are this year, another little tear to go, oh my goodness, it's only 88 days left. Is crazy. We have so much to accomplish, but I have absolute faith in our entire organization that we are on the right trajectory and we will get to where we need to be. So thank you to everyone for your leadership, and look forward to a fabulous 2025 and beyond.
Before we vote, I just wanted to make sure we had all had time to speak before I say this. Adam and I certainly want to recognize, and we will formally have a next level celebration at our January 27th meeting, but it is School Board Appreciation Month. And so we talk about GEM Awards, and we talk about things that make this district strong and that make this district work, and the governance that's needed to not only run any organization, but particularly an organization of this size. That is a testament to you all. And so I just wanted to say early in the month, as people see you out and about at the many things that you participate in, and like I said, we will do the formal recognition on January 27th, that it is Board Appreciation Month. And sometimes the governance teams doesn't always get appreciated, right? Or they're kind of that behind the scenes, kind of like the duck that paddles, like the little legs working underneath. So I just wanted to personally say thank you, and I know how blessed I am to have been fortunate to become part of this team. And just, I know behind the scenes as a community member what you've been doing for years. I now know front and center what it looks like to be a team and a partner with you. And so Adam and I just wanted to say thank you for that and make sure that the community knows that it is a very important month to help recognize our wonderful board members.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, and on that happy note, we'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second,
Second.
any discussion? Hearing none, Adam, please call the roll.
Mr. Horton,
Yes.
Mr. D,
Yes.
Ms. Casper,
Yes.
Ms. French,
Yes.
Ms. Schaefer.
Yes. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.